Throughout modern history, innovation has often walked hand in hand with failure. For every revolutionary invention that changed the world, dozens promised greatness but quietly disappeared. The late 20th century became especially famous for ambitious retro products that claimed to redefine everyday life, yet ultimately failed spectacularly. Here are the first failed retro products that once promised to change the world forever. 1. Betamax. The superior technology that lost in the mid-1970s, Sony introduced Betamax, a home video recording system that many experts believed was technologically superior to its rival, VHS. Betamax offered better picture quality and more reliable e-playback. Sony marketed it as the future of home entertainment. Families could finally record television shows and watch movies whenever they wanted, a revolutionary idea at the time. However, Betamax suffered from one major problem: shorter recording time. VHS tapes allowed longer recordings, making them more practical for consumers. Movie studios and rental stores eventually favored VHS, and despite being technically better, Betamax slowly vanished. It became one of history's most famous examples, proving that superior technology doesn't always win. 2. The Ford Edsel. The car that became a symbol of failure. Ford launched the Edsel in 1957. Expectations were enormous. The company invested millions in advertising, promising a futuristic automobile designed for a new generation. The reveal was treated like a national event. Unfortunately, consumers were confused by its unusual design and high price. Mechanical issues further damaged its reputation. Within just 3 years, production ended. Today, the Edsel remains one of the most infamous product failures ever created. A reminder that hype alone cannot guarantee success. 3. New Coke. Changing the impossible. In 1985, Coca-Cola made a bold decision: change its original formula. Executives believed sweeter taste. Tests proved consumers preferred a new recipe. New Coke launched with massive publicity, claiming to represent progress and modernization. Instead, customers reacted with outrage. Loyal fans felt a piece of American tradition had been taken away. Public backlash became so intense that Coca-Cola reintroduced the original formula within months as Coca-Cola Classic. Ironically, the failure strengthened brand loyalty and became a legendary marketing lesson. The pattern behind retro failures. Many failed retro products shared similar mistakes: overconfidence in innovation, ignoring emotional attachment, misreading consumer behavior. Companies focused on changing the future without understanding what people already loved. These early failures would pave the way for even stranger inventions in the decades ahead. Products that sounded futuristic but proved completely impractical. As technology advanced during the 1980s and 1990 seconds, companies became increasingly obsessed with predicting the future. Unfortunately, many predictions arrived at early or simply misunderstood human habits. 4. Sony mini discs. Sony once believed the mini disc would replace CDs entirely. Smaller, durable, and rewritable, it seemed perfect for portable music. The company marketed it as the ultimate music format for the digital age, but consumers were already comfortable with CDs. Soon after, MP3 technology appeared, making physical formats less necessary altogether. Minidisc never achieved global popularity and faded into niche use despite impressive engineering. 5. Segway personal transport. When the Segway debuted in 2001, inventor Dean Kamen claimed it would transform cities and replace walking itself. Media hype suggested urban planning would change forever. Instead, the device proved expensive, bulky, and impractical for everyday life. Regulations limited usage, and most people simply preferred walking or bicycles. Today, Segways survive mainly in guided tourist tours far from their world-changing ambitions. 6. Laserdisc players before DVDs. Laserdisc promised cinematic quality at home. The large disc format delivered stunning visuals compared to VHS tapes. Film enthusiasts loved it, but discs were expensive, players bulky, and recordings limited. When DVDs arrived offering convenience and affordability, Laserdisc disappeared almost overnight. Innovation vs. convenience. A story repeatedly shows that convenience often defeats quality. Consumers rarely choose the most advanced product, they choose what fits easily into daily life. Retro innovators often forgot this simple truth. The late 1990s introduced a wave of experimental digital products attempting to merge technology with everyday routines. 7. Microsoft Zune. Microsoft launched Zune to compete with Apple's iPod. It featured music sharing and sleek design improvements. Despite strong technology, it entered the market too late. Apple had already built an ecosystem combining hardware, software, and branding. Zune quietly disappeared, becoming a symbol of arriving second in a fast-moving tech race. 8. Google Glass. Early version Google Glass promised augmented reality decades ahead of mainstream adoption. Users could view information through wearable glasses, navigation, messages, and photos instantly visible. However, privacy concerns and social discomfort quickly emerged. People felt uneasy being recorded unknowingly. The product never reached mass consumer success. 9. HD DVD. In the early 2000s, HD DVD battled Blu-ray for next-generation video dominance. Despite major support initially, Blu-ray gained stronger studio backing. Once again, format wars ended with one clear loser. HD DVD vanished rapidly. Lessons from digital failure. Estimating matters as much as innovation. Too early can fail just as easily as too late. Many revolutionary ideas eventually returned years later in improved forms, proving failure sometimes plants seeds for future success. Not all failed retro products were technological. Some attempted to reinvent daily convenience itself. 10. Crystal Pepsi. Pepsi introduced a clear cola in the early 1990s, marketing purity and transparency. Consumers found the appearance confusing. Taste expectations didn't match visual experience. Sales collapsed quickly despite massive advertising. 11. The DeLorean. DMC-12 made famous by films later. The DeLorean originally promised futuristic automotive innovation. Its stainless steel body and gull-wing doors captured attention, but production delays, reliability problems, and financial scandals destroyed the company. Pop culture immortalized the car, but commercially, it failed. Psychology of consumer trust. Consumers rely heavily on familiarity. Radical change can create curiosity, but sustained success requires comfort and reliability. Many retro failures underestimated emotional connection. 12. QuickAt barcode scanner. Perhaps one of the strangest inventions of the early internet era. QuickAt allowed users to scan magazine barcodes to instantly visit websites. Millions were distributed for free, but typing a web address proved faster and easier. Privacy concerns also discouraged adoption. QuickAt quickly became obsolete. Why these products matter today? Failed retro products are not simply mistakes, they represent ambition. They show humanity's constant desire to improve life through invention. Many ideas once mocked eventually inspired future technologies. Streaming replaced physical media. Smart glasses returned in new forms. Electric vehicles evolved beyond early failure. Failure drives progress. Every unsuccessful product teaches designers what people truly want. The legacy of retro innovation. These products promised to change the world. Some arrived too soon. Some misunderstood consumers, some solved problems nobody had. Yet each played a role in shaping modern technology and culture. Because innovation isn't defined by success alone, it's defined by the courage to try.